So what's up, guys? Staying here from Rocky Creek. I think we might try to put Olivia in with Mater. They're, for the most part, getting along through the fence. Olivia more so probably seems like she's got the attitude every once in a while through the fence. Mater just kind of keeps making really random noises. Let's see how this goes, and let's take you along. So you can see Miss Olivia, she's back there. Mater, well, he's just chilling in his house. A couple things since last video was I did talk to the breeder that I've gotten them from, who has bred coonies for quite some time. And when I texted her just asking for advice, she immediately said that, hey, you're gonna notice he's gonna start chomping his mouth and foaming pretty quickly, as that's just a sign that the boars do quite often. So what he was doing last video apparently was very normal. Talking to her and also reading, pretty much it says that it could be anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks before introducing them together. And really you just have to gauge it off of how the pigs seem to interact. You know, Mater can see them from his pen, so maybe that has helped with some of the adjustment. But as of right now, I sort of feel comfortable putting them in together, and I have some time that I can monitor it. So I'm gonna leave the pen set up, and the plan is that I'll incorporate Olivia in there, and I'll just try to monitor it. And if it gets, you know, a bit too rough, then I'll have to intervene and try to separate them and try to push her back in to this pen right here. But I expect there to be some fighting or kind of pushing around, but as long as nobody's getting severely hurt, I will try to allow it to play itself out. Another reason why I want to move her in right now is because I don't know if being near Mater has pushed her into heat faster, or if time-wise we're getting pretty lucky. But looking at Olivia's backside today compared to when we moved her up here, which it's only been 2 days, is her backside looks very swollen right now, which is usually a sign that they're probably in heat. Also this morning, I noticed through the gate, Mater was trying to nose her and was consistently smelling her backside while she was laying against the fence. So those two indicators make me wonder if she is indeed in heat, and maybe if I can get them to incorporate fairly well, we may be able to get a breeding very early and hopefully give us a better chance of success over this 30-day window, because then we can maybe get her in heat twice, because their heat cycle is 20-some days. I'll have to double check the exact for you. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. I'm kind of nervous.
Big.
Who's so big?
Olivia.
Oh, well, she's gonna need to be a little bit big, because Mater's not no tiny fella.
She's almost as big as Mater. Mater was bigger than them.
Mater, you're gonna have to get a little more pep to your step, brother. It's your time to shine, man. She got a lot of attitude, so you're gonna have to be on your A game. Mater, I'd almost like it if you just stayed laying down, brother. I know you so excited, but hey, well, I'm gonna try to work her in here, brother. Olivia, come on. Come on, girl. Wow, that part was easy. Now we got to see the interaction though and monitor that. Well, he's smelling her backside. That is a good sign. So guys, look at how much he is already smelling her backside, which is a good sign that I may be accurate about her being in heat. Now the big thing is going to be is how much attitude she's going to have towards him and whether or not she'll even let him do anything. Oh, now here comes a little bit of fighting. Oh, caught my pants on the fence. Here, stay back. I want to try to give them some room so they can work it out to keep it a little bit more calm.
If they like do good, are we gonna keep them in there?
yeah, if they do well, she'll spend the night in here, and I'll move her house into here.
They're making some loud noises.
So guys, this is very interesting because I've definitely done some research, and I've tried to be as prepared as I can, but the mannerisms are very interesting, and Olivia actually seems to be doing pretty well. You know, they don't seem to be fighting. He's more just trying to get her to, you know, let him mate her, I guess. But Mater is like struggling. I don't know if he's just so excited or if that's part of it, but his breathing is all crazy at times, and he's walking all funny. Like I don't know. It's quite it's some of it's funny, yet kind of nervous because I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what's normal, what could be a problem. So I'm just really trying to give them some distance, and hopefully we'll see if something happens here in the near future. If not, we'll monitor it over a couple of days. But if they can maintain the way they are, I think we'll be able to leave them together. Mater's done got the heavy foam in the mouth again. What bumping and pushing they're doing isn't too awful bad though. So, you know, originally I was worried about him being so much larger than her. But honestly, when I get them side by side, I mean, yes, of course he is bigger than her, but she really is not that much smaller than him, which for us will be great because, you know, a lot of what we raise will either be used for one of two things, either to be sold, to just help support the cost that we have invested in raising our own animals, and then also obviously to produce food here on our farm. So for both of them to be of good size, hopefully will give us a great result in getting some pigs that are of great size, which will give us more return when it comes time for processing. So we'll just continue to monitor, and let's really hope that one of these breedings are successful. So guys, it's been about 30 minutes. There was a little bit of kind of just sniffing around of each other. They both tried to get into Mater's house, and then Mater just plopped his big old body down, and then there wasn't enough room in there for Olivia. So now she's just kind of out checking out the surroundings. So I actually tried to move this shelter on my own to get it into Mater's pen, so that way they will have both shelters in there just in case. And I can get it up if I get inside of it and kind of get it on my back like a turtle shell. But with the hill and stuff, and it's kind of off balanced, I kept hitting the ground, and then so getting the gate open and getting in is going to be difficult too. So I've reached out to my buddy Chris, see if he can come over. So really, I think all we're going to do now for the rest of today is going to be get her house into there, because I do feel comfortable leaving her in here with him based off of what observations I've done thus far. And then if I have any issues, I'll move it back out, but I don't see that being the case. Mater, I think he done got himself all worked up, and he actually did want to mount her. He tried. She kept getting away from him. So I did actually read that a Kune typically has a heat cycle of 4 days, if I remember correctly. And on one lady who gives a very detailed description of it all, she says that the first and sometimes second day that the female will be very reluctant to allow the boar to mount her. But then on days 2, 3, and 4, or definitely 3 and 4, she is much more willing to allow it to happen. So since I did see such a noticeable change in her today, it is very possible that today could be the actual first day of her heat cycle. So maybe that is indeed what we're seeing. So, but we'll monitor it. So hopefully I'll hear from him, and we'll be able to get this house moved in here real soon, which all I'm going to do is just slide the hay feeder down, and I'm going to put the houses directly side by side. You seem pretty excited about all this. As you can see, we got the house in there. My buddy Chris did come by and help me out with it. they were on their way to hang out as a family. So I wasn't going to set up the camera and take the extra time, because believe it or not, it does add quite a bit of time to get stuff done if I'm trying to film it. So the fact that he was willing to come help me on the spur of the moment while they're on their way to go do something together as a family, I'm going to be appreciative of that. But we got it in here. They've both been kind of checking it out, and surprisingly, just from the time that he left and going to get my camera, they were both actually in the one house together. It's tight quarters in there, but the fact that they're sharing it shows me that I think we're going to be just fine in here together with these guys. Right as I say that, then they get to fighting a little bit. I've yet to see them actually breed. We're only now a few hours into it though, and we're going to continue to monitor it. Talking to the vet who came and checked them out, she said typically in her experience, coonies tend to do their mating usually early morning or late evening, just as the sun's going down or just as the sun's coming up. So we're going to monitor that, and hopefully we'll get to actually witness it, not because I want to see it, but because it just gives more confidence that we had a successful breeding. So hopefully we'll be able to update you as we go, and hopefully this will all work out well. So hope y'all are finding this as kind of exciting, nervous, new, weird. It's a little bit of everything with this experience. So, but anyways, we hope y'all are enjoying it at the end of the day, and I hope you are learning something, because that is a lot of why I'm doing this. So guys, y'all be good, take care of yourself, and as always, we'll see you here very soon on one of the next episodes. Bye guys.